Mission
with Jonesy and Amanda.
Let's talk about this man who's been, he's obsessed with Bunnings. He's been banned from all New South Wales stores. No matter what I've read, I can't find out why he's been banned. I think...
Has he stolen stuff?
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, speaking
but
side speak.
He's, due to his persistent offending, he's been banned, but he's been busted visiting them again. So the Penrith local court has heard about his obsession with Bunnings.
Yeah.
So the magistrate issued some stern words. This is a quote. "You've got this obsession about going to Bunnings. You're barred from there, so stop it."
Stop it. I'm obsessed with Bunnings, but what's he stealing? Is he stealing anything?
Well, it may be. Maybe he's stealing the sausage sizzle.
Well, you can't. That's poor form because it's for charity, and you're not going to steal the whole thing. Like,
well, I don't know. There's no point speculating what he's done.
They're pretty officious, those guys.
Maybe he goes in and uses the mops or something. I don't know.
Because what happens sometimes when I go to Bunnings, and this happened once, that you go and get like a bunch of stuff. Say you get some, pipe. And you get some hose clamps.
I'm trying to keep awake, Brendan. This isn't helping.
You get some hex nuts. Like one time I went in to get some hex nuts.
So like mixed nuts?
And I only needed one hex nut. And the guy behind the counter, because they have to get out the little diagram, and then, "Trevor, you've got a price on this hex nut." And the guy looked at me and it was almost, "Mate," because the nut came down to about 10 cents. The guy looked at me as if saying, "Aren't you sure you brought this in with you already?" Meaning, don't put us through this again.
So don't buy it?
No, so just, put it in your pocket.
Come on.
It's a hex nut. It's one hex nut.
They encourage you.
No, it's not encouraging.
To shoplift.
No words are spoken, but I'm telling you right now, by the time they got the 50 people to come down and work out how much this hex nut cost, which was 10 cents, it's probably expended about $60 worth of labour. So it's not worth doing.
What if you went in 50 times and did that and you ended up with 50 hex nuts and you're building the Harbour Bridge and you haven't paid for it?
So you've stolen...
Where does it end?
Well, one hex nut is 10 cents.
Where does it end?
So but what I'm saying to you is you can slow down the whole thing. So what I do now, if I only need one nut, I'll just,
Put it in your pocket.
Not put it in my pocket. I'll say I bought this from home, so no need to.
I brought a hex nut in from home.
It's not like I'm saying I brought a lawnmower in from home and now I'm taking it out.
It's the same principle, Brendan.
It's not.
It is. If you go to steal a small thing, you may as well steal a big thing. And if everyone stole a small thing, where would we be?
When was the last time you went to Bunnings? The same goes with rope. You're buying some rope.
You put rope in your pocket? How do you steal rope?
You might need a short bit of rope. You might get.
Where do you put it?
But then you measure out the rope. You measure out the rope.
And then where do you put it?
Say you need 3 metres of rope, and by accident you get 3.5 metres of rope.
Well, they charge you for 3.5.
Yeah, but they might, it's like, you round it up. Because what happens is
So you tell them how much you bought.
I buy a lot of stuff from Bunnings, okay? I get a lot of stuff.
So you think swings and roundabouts?
Yeah,
because you buy a lot, you should get a little bit of a discount.
I bought stuff and they've ripped me off, and I go, well, okay, you owe me for those hooks, those garden hooks that didn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'll take a hex nut and maybe some rope.
And maybe a lawnmower.
No.
So you'll be banned. You're going to be this guy. I'm looking out for this. The magistrate will say, "Stop it." I've learned something new about you.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Jam Nation.